Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Life is Feudal How to Do Everything guide. This time I'm explaining you how to terraforming. So in the very first beginning of the game you have no idea what is coming for you especially if you are about to build a house. So the first thing that I recommend is that you are finding a spot. Obviously you can see we have been doing something already, and this is pretty much that here. But yeah, I found over there is an area that I'm going to explain you how terraforming is exactly. I have turned Game Master mode on because my inventory is full. I cheated in some things because we are working on an arena project and I need these stones, so yeah. Usually it is not going that fast if you're using the shovel on the ground, but yeah, you'll see that if you're going to play the game on your own. But yeah, it doesn't really matter for the video at all, but it just goes faster than it's used to though, so don't wonder why it's that. So the very first thing, as I said, you're going to find a spot. So now we found a spot. Okay, this lagging. Okay, yep. So this is the spot that we have chosen, and we want to build something here. Obviously, I could build something over there, but yeah, of course, explain usually works. So you're standing in the wilderness, right-clicking, and terraforming. Usually, if you begin the game, there is something like only observe and raise and lower ground level, and I'm pretty sure that's it. So dig a tunnel is needed for mining, and it is terraforming, there it is. You need level 60 at terraforming. So if you don't have level 60, yeah, you can't start mining, even though terraforming is not in the same line as mining. Mining is the second spell over here. But yeah, terraforming is needed for it, so you have to have terraforming at 60 at least to be able to mine at all. The same goes with the flattened terrain thing. So as I said, usually you just have lower ground, raised ground, and observe. So we're starting with observe now, and don't get frightened. There's so many numbers now. Yeah, so this is actually the area that I'm going to show you how this works. So as you can see, there are some white squares and some green squares. Usually you won't see green squares. This is already something that we did, but I'm going to explain you how what these kind of things. So usually, as I said, everything is white and all these different kind of. So the shack, I think the beginning building that you can build, you don't have to, you can straight for a house, but yeah, I recommend if you're really learning the game from the ropes, just go for a shack. And I think the shack needs 3x3 or 4x4. You have to look that up. Show you afterwards. So we are just taking the spot. Okay, we found the spot and we want to build it somewhere here. So, and as you see, everything is green. So green means that everything is flattened out already. Flattening ability is a terraforming ability as well. Let me see here, available. Yeah, so flatten ground. This is the thing that you need. Flatten ground, not the other thing with upward slope or downward slope. This is something that I'm going to explain afterwards. For this, you need level 30 flattened terrain. If you don't have level 30, you are not able to flatten the terrain at all, so you can't build a house on top of this. So just as I said, right click, terraforming, and observe. So if you have terraforming at level 30 now, we can go on. If you don't have it, just I don't know, get some dirt, so raise the ground level, lower the ground level, and just get it somehow to level 30, because this is the amount that we need right now. And now we have to go on how to do the rest of the things here. So we are standing right now on 23.3, so this number here, and we are facing a white cell in front of us. This has what has the same amount. So the only thing that you have to do to this here, to the cell, is flattening out. This cell you're standing on top of is the blueprint for the one you are aiming at. So Usually, of course, you have to, this is something that I'm going to show here, to decrease the height or increase the height, depending. So for example, over here we have to increase it, because as you can see, 22.7 is of course lower than 23.3. And yeah, so go somewhere in the field, find the average. So if, for example, if you have a small hill here, so usually the average is somewhere here, because the hill is something like this. Everything, I don't know, here's for example 24 in the middle, 23.5, and 23 is over here, and then the average is 23.5. But yeah, this is something that you have to figure out on your own. So, and as I said, this is already on the same level, but it's still not flattened. So let's do it, and you can see if you are aiming at a block, so the block next to me on the left side is already flattened. You won't get the ability to flatten this area, because as I said, it is flattened already. You can just observe it, raise it or lower it. So, but as I said, we want to flatten this area. So right click the one that is in front and flatten ground. And as I said, this is going to be a bit faster than you will be able to, because I am in game master mode as I. So flatten ground. Then you're starting. And now this should be flattened. You can take a look at it via terraforming, observe, and it is green. Everything cool. Now you can build on top of this block here, because this is green. So now we got a problem, because we have to lower the ground. You could use right now, right click and lower a ground level, but this is stupid, because you can use flatten ground on this. But you're probably going to say, why, or what is going to happen now, because this is higher. What is he doing? Is he flattening it on 23.4 now? No, as I said, the block you're standing on is the blueprint for the one that you're aiming at. So if you are terraforming this block now, it is going to decrease to the amount that you need. Just usually, of course, just 0.1 lower. So if you, this for example is, let's go over there. Server is pretty laggy, right? Sorry for this. So over here, for example, 23.5, you have to flatten the ground twice, because as I said, every single time you do this, you are decreasing the amount of the height by 0.1. And yeah, the difference between is 0.2. You have to decrease this block 2 times and 1 time afterwards to flatten it. So if I'm right, I'm just able to flatten this 3 times, 2 times to lower it, 1 time to flatten it properly, and then it should be green. So let's test this, if I'm right or not. Go and cancel. So right click, alt action, flatten ground. This is once. Twice, and the 3rd time, and now just go in observe mode, and in the front it is flattened. So you can do this of course to the other 2 blocks as well, and as you might have guessed, you have to do it twice, because this is 23.4. you have to decrease it once to get it 23.3, and the 2nd time just to flatten the area. If you take a look at your system now, you should have gotten to forest soil, because we were decreasing this block here twice and flattening it out once. So every single time you are decreasing the height, you are getting forest soil or the normal soil, so the dirt. So let's flatten this ground once. As I said, the server is a bit like this is number 1, and the 2nd time it should flatten the. But as I said, we're going to do it 2 blocks this time. Flatten ground. As you see in the chat over at the system, we got 2 new forest soil stacks. Flattening ground, flatten it once more. Right click, performing, observe. Everything is cool. Everything is flattened out, and now we can build our shack. Of course, you have to do it a bit more than I had to do it. Because, yeah, as I told you, everything flattened by layer here's here, because we are, building a keep here area. And as I said, this is going to work for raising as well. So I'm standing on 23.3 and I have to raise this now to 23.3 also. But for every single 0.1 increasement, so every single time you are raising the ground level, you need 30 forest soil, dirt, stone, or no, that's it. I think these are the 3 ingredients that you need. As you probably have seen, I have cheated in so much stone, so I would be able to flatten out almost the whole area, but I'm not going to use the stones. So just pretend that we just have the 120 forest soil, so we can raise the ground, as I said, 30 dirt or soil you need every single time you're raising. So we can raise it 4 times, as I said just before. So we are standing on our blueprint. This is 23.3. We are aiming at this one here, saying flatten ground, and you'll see that the texture is changing as well now. There it is. So the texture is changed and it is already. I'm pretty sure I said it's 22.7, so if we are increasing it 4 times, we should have 22.1. 1, 2, 3, and the 4th time there, and now it should be, as I said, 23.1. Yeah, of course, 20, yeah, sorry. Whatever I said earlier, of course, it's just 22.7 plus 4 is, of course, 20. So, and that's how it works. This is absolutely the thing that you will need to do to flatten out your area. And afterwards you can build your shack. I'm just putting it down now. Make sure that there are no building logs or trader cards or players around while you're building it. Even you have to be away from the point where you want to build. Pretty sure it is under construction materials preparation. There we go. The tiny shack is there. Build it. And obviously it is 4 times 4. Let's build it side. And as I said, don't be in there. I don't know if they're going to fix it, but usually the area is blocked then. Make sure that no one is around here, or tell the players just to, yeah, leave the area for a bit so that you can build your shack over. So hit build. And there we got our frame where we connect. Check now. If you want to build it as well, just right click, and then you'll see what kind of materials you need. 20 boards and 10 building or tiny shed. But yeah, this is something, as I said, that you have to figure out as soon as you want to build something. I just wanted to show you how to terraform. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The only other thing is go for a downward slope or an upward slope, but it is working the same way. Let me see, I think we have a downward slope or up level you're standing on over here already. This is done properly. See? Yes. As you can see, this is the green background, so it's not manual made, this is with the slope. And as you can see, the difference between the blocks is 12.4, 12.9 is 0.5, plus 0.5 is 13.4, plus 0.5 is 39, and so on and so on. And yeah, this is, of course, you have to go for you have to really imagine, okay, how high is going to be my slope and stuff like this. And you can really see that here these two are, yeah, out of order, so they are not increasing this by 0.5 because this is just a normal flattened area. So this here is just a normal flattened area. So, and from here on it is in once more 0.5, so we are at 49, 0.5, 50. Yeah, that's all about it. You can I'm going to show you, it's a right click and flatten ground with a downward or up slope, depends of course. You can do it from top to bottom. Server is lagging, give me a sec. There we go. So you can do it from top to bottom. If I'm standing here, I can aim at this one and make the downward slope, or I can of course go to the bottom side. This is my blueprint. Right click the one ahead, terraform, upward slope, and you. yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up or to subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already. If you liked the video, don't forget to share it with your friends. And yeah, see you in the next video.